The disappearance of a child is one of the most heart-wrenching events a family can face. Some cases end in tragedy, while others remain shrouded in mystery for years. Here are 10 notable cases of children who disappeared without a trace, with a focus on U.S. cases, but also including the internationally known case of Madeleine McCann. Number 10. Asha Degree, North Carolina, 2000. On the night of February 14, 2000, 9-year-old Asha Degree mysteriously vanished from her home in Shelby, North Carolina. Her parents discovered she was missing when they woke up in the morning, and they found a few of her belongings, including her backpack, scattered along a nearby highway. Witnesses reported seeing a young girl matching Asha's description, walking alone on the road around 4:00 a.m., but no one has ever been able to confirm where she went or what happened to her. Despite extensive searches, numerous theories, and the release of age-progressed photos, Asha's case remains unsolved, and her whereabouts are still unknown. The mystery surrounding her disappearance has puzzled investigators for over 2 decades. Number 9. Brian Sullivan, California, 1986. 12-year-old Brian Sullivan disappeared from his home in Southern California on March 1, 1986, under mysterious circumstances. Brian was last seen walking home from a friend's house, but he never arrived. Despite an extensive search and multiple theories, ranging from the possibility of a runaway to abduction, there was no sign of Brian, and no clues were left behind. His case remains unsolved, and over the years, authorities have continued to follow leads, but none have brought them closer to finding Brian or determining what happened to him. The mystery of his disappearance still haunts his family and the community, leaving more questions than answers. Number 8. The disappearance of Madeleine McCann, Portugal, 2007. On May 3, 2007, 3-year-old Madeleine McCann vanished from her family's vacation apartment in Praia da Luz, Portugal, while her parents, Jerry and Kate McCann, were dining at a nearby restaurant. When they returned, Madeleine was gone, and the window was found open, suggesting an abduction. Despite a massive international search, widespread media coverage, and extensive investigations by Portuguese authorities, British police, and private investigators, Madeleine's whereabouts remain unknown. Over the years, several suspects have been named, and new theories have emerged, but none have definitively solved the case. Madeleine's disappearance continues to be one of the most high-profile missing person cases in the world, and her parents have never given up hope that she will be found. Number 7. Tara Calico, New Mexico, 1988. Tara Calico, a 19-year-old college student, disappeared on September 20, 1988, while riding her bicycle near Belen, New Mexico. She was last seen by her mother as she left for her daily bike ride, but when Tara failed to return, a search was launched. Several months later, a Polaroid photo was discovered showing a young woman and a boy, both appearing bound and gagged, sparking speculation that one of them might be Tara. Despite the release of the photo and numerous theories, including possible sightings, Tara's whereabouts remain unknown, and no conclusive evidence has ever linked the photo to her. Over 3 decades later, her case remains unsolved, and the mystery of Tara's disappearance continues to perplex investigators and her family. Number 6. Amber Hagerman, Texas, 1996. Amber Hagerman, a 9-year-old girl from Arlington, Texas, was abducted on January 13, 1996, while riding her bicycle in a parking lot. A witness saw a man snatch her and drive off in a pickup truck. Despite an intensive search and widespread media coverage, Amber's body was found 4 days later in a creek, but the person responsible for her abduction and murder was never identified. Her tragic disappearance led to the creation of the Amber Alert System, which has since become a vital tool in locating abducted children. Amber's case remains unsolved, but her legacy continues to impact child safety efforts across the country. Number 5. Felicia Williams, California, 1999. Felicia Williams, a a 15-year-old girl from Los Angeles, disappeared on January 2, 1999, after leaving a friend's house. She was last seen getting into a car with two men, but no one has seen or heard from her since. Despite a wide-reaching investigation and numerous tips over the years, Felicia's case remains unsolved. The lack of evidence or leads has left her family in a state of constant uncertainty. Though several theories have been proposed, including the possibility of abduction, Felicia's whereabouts remain a mystery, and her disappearance is still under investigation by law enforcement. Number 4. The Sodder Children, West Virginia, 1945. On Christmas Eve in 1945, 5 children from the Sodder family, Martha, Louis, Jenny, Betty, and Morris, vanished after a fire destroyed their home in Fayetteville, West Virginia. Despite the fire department's conclusion that the children had died in the blaze, no remains were ever found, leading their parents to believe the children had been abducted before the fire started. Over the years, the Sodder family received mysterious clues, including sightings of the children, but no definitive evidence was ever uncovered. The case remains one of the most baffling disappearances in U.S. history, with some still suspecting foul play. The mystery surrounding the Sodder children's disappearance persists, and their parents never gave up on searching for them. Number 3. Morgan Nick, Arkansas, 1995. Morgan Nick, a 6-year-old girl from Alma, Arkansas, was abducted on June 9, 1995, while playing with friends at a softball field. Her mother, Colleen, was just a few feet away when a man in a white truck reportedly grabbed Morgan and drove off. Despite a massive search effort by local authorities and the FBI, Morgan's whereabouts remain unknown, and no significant leads have surfaced in the years since her disappearance. The case remains unsolved, and her family continues to hold out hope that one day Morgan will be found. Morgan's abduction also led to increased awareness about child safety and the need for vigilance in public spaces. Number 2. Etan Patz, New York City, 1979. Etan Patz was just 6 years old when he disappeared on May 25, 1979, while walking to his school bus stop in New York City's Soho neighborhood. His case became one of the first missing children's cases to receive widespread media attention, capturing the nation's attention and raising awareness about child abductions. Despite extensive searches and numerous leads, Etan's whereabouts remained unknown for decades. In 2012, a man named Pedro Hernandez was arrested and charged with Etan's kidnapping and murder, but no physical evidence has ever been found to conclusively prove the crime. The mystery surrounding Etan's disappearance continues to haunt his family, and his case remains an open investigation. Number 1. The Bennington Triangle Disappearances, Vermont, 1940s. The Bennington Triangle, a remote 30-square-mile area in southern Vermont, became infamous in the 1940s for a series of mysterious disappearances that remain unsolved to this day. Between 1945 and 1950, several people vanished without a trace while hiking or traveling through the area, including 8-year-old Paul Jepson, who disappeared in 1950 while on a trip with his mother. Other disappearances followed, and despite extensive searches, no evidence or remains were found, fueling theories ranging from foul play to paranormal activity. The unusual number of disappearances in such a small area has led some to speculate about the possibility of a supernatural or unknown force at work, but no conclusive explanation has ever been found, leaving the Bennington Triangle a chilling enigma in American mystery lore. If you found these stories as chilling and mysterious as I did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more true crime stories, unsolved mysteries, and fascinating facts. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you have any thoughts or theories on these disappearances, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay curious.